All right, paragraph one of the Trek 1 to 4 family contract. These are the parties to the contract, and the parties are the buyer and the seller. Now, the parties can be individual, such as John Smith, a married couple, such as John Smith and Mary Smith. If that's the case, make sure you write out John Smith and Mary Smith. It could be multiple individuals, and you would just put John Smith, comma, Mary Smith, comma, Larry Smith, comma, I don't know, Brianna Smith, and add all of them to the contract. If there's not room for all of the parties, then you can always add an addenda, and you can put on here C seller party addenda, and then just do something like this, addendum for seller party, and then write out the seller's names on here, right? Uh, so if you can't fit it there, that's what you can do. If it's a corporation, you would put ABC Incorporated, or if it's an LLC, ABC LLC, and you would write that as the party. If it's an LLC or a corporation, you need to have the articles of incorporation or the LLC membership agreement showing who has the authority to sign on behalf of the corporation or behalf of the LLC. Please do not move forward without that information because you may not have a valid contract if the person signing does not have authority to sign. The title company will also need that information. If it starts to get complicated like that, see your manager, see me, so that we can make sure we have all the correct information that we need to have a valid and enforceable contract. The consideration for the contract is this statement right here. Seller agrees to sell and convey to buyer, and buyer agrees to buy from seller the property defined below. That's one promise in exchange for another. That's the consideration. Now, earnest money, right, could be in a contract, but you do not need earnest money to have a valid contract. Now, in practice, you do need earnest money. The more earnest money, the more serious the buyer is. And that's negotiable between the parties. What's typical as of today in early 2026 is 1% of the sales price. It doesn't have to be that amount. It is negotiable between the parties. All right.